We're live! Hello everyone, welcome in. Evening. Round 6 here of Tier 2. I'm by myself today, unfortunately. But we've got an evening race in Monaco after a vote went through in Tier 1 and Tier 2. And both divisions agreed to agree to a nighttime race, so here we are. And we've got basically a full grid as Nano. Oh! Never mind my introduction, Nano's dead. Yeah, we just pretend that didn't happen and we just skip on. But yeah. Back to it, yeah, we got 19 drivers today. Just one Alpine missing, but if you're in the league you might say that, you know, one less Alpine is a good thing. But usual services resuming so far with the RBs 1 and 2. I'll quickly get the standings up so we can have a quick run with that. Obviously last time out with a couple of penalties floating around at the top. It was Jono that managed to hold on to his victory. In vain race finally getting another win on the board. And then in terms of the drivers, it is, if I load it up, it's still Mighty Bill on top, yeah, by 15 points now with Jono. After his win, moving up 3 positions on 66 points, now 15 off the top. And then you've got the Aston Martin boys. Tucked up behind him, 59 and 54 points. Turbo Snell ahead of Banana, Kookaburra in 5th place, Lucas Champion 6th, Gremic K1. Matt, still a reserve driver, but here again today, so we can see what he does. Currently sat 5th. And then Troy sat 10th, but yeah, we'll see how things look. Obviously Monaco, very tricky. Wait, who's on the HR again? But yeah, we'll see how things go. Obviously we've got 10 laps on the board as well. RBs 1 and 2 so far. We'll go on board with Mighty Boo, who's just actually starting a lap, so we'll watch him through on his lap and see where he goes. I think just before we loaded in, he put a 8.1 in on time trials, so he's got the pace to be right at the front. Rumours are he's a bit of a Monaco specialist, if you want to call him that, so we'll have to see what he can do in comparison to the top guys. Already in the 8s there at the top for Jono, so good banker lap for him. Still 10 go, well I was going to say 10 goes yet to set a time, but Nano is deceased already on his return. Yeah, obviously B&M Band back on the grid as a reserve for now, so we can see it later on down the line if he behaves himself and whether he keeps putting his name forward, whether he moves back onto the grid. Jono ahead then finds another 10th to put it up to an 8.8. Still on board with Mighty Boo here, he goes purple in the 2nd sector. Hopefully he doesn't get held up coming around the last couple of corners by this Mercedes who clips the wall. Oh, massive moment again. He might get away with it, yeah. Luckily the car was ghosting, so it shouldn't have mattered too much, but first time on the board, it's an 8.3 for Mighty Boo. 5/10 dunked on the RB, so very, very good first lap for Mighty Boo. And then we flick over to Troy, who's, I mean, behind the scenes, he's been setting some good times as well. So we know that he's got the potential to at least be in the mix there at the front. Oh, just as I said that he's clobbered the wall. Yet to get a time on the board, I don't know if he's backing out of this one or whether he's going to finish this. Looks to still be at least giving it a go. No Chesney again today as well, so poor day for the McLaren lads. That's why Nano's racing instead of Chesney. Old teammates, but they're switching for each other. Oh, a bit of a moment for Troy there. Oh, and he's caught the wall twice. Messy first lap for Troy. That's 3 contacts with the wall. 10.4 on the board, but yeah, I'm imagining he's back into the pits to fix some kind of damage after all that. Who else is on times? We'll quickly flick through and see. Got Gremic slightly down in his time. Junior Cindy's just about to start a time, I believe. Chemicals in the tunnel. Back to set his, well, a better time than what he's got originally. Jono's invalidated his 3rd run. We've got Lucas Champion in 4th, starting here, so we'll go on board with him and see what the Ferrari man can do. Obviously, Tier 3 last season, put in a very good shift so far. In Tier 2, found his feet after a slightly unfortunate first 1 or 2 rounds, but looking good so far. in the mix in tier 2 as he's banged just under a 10th here. In the first sector, lockup going through the hairpin though, as he's got his teammate just ahead of him actually, who's Kurabod, so Kurabod reserving once again, so we can see what he does as well, although we didn't seem too confident in the chats earlier, so we'll follow that through and see what kind of times he's doing now that he's in the actual session. Nice and clean for Lucas, still valid. Full send through, low on fuel as well. Oh, he's actually slightly down in this time, so full send through the chicane. Down through the final 2 corners. Just like all massive moment and he's in the pits, yeah, so not feeling like he can find any time, so brings it home. Got Mercedes about to cross the line as well, and that's Mercy Lupi who's just gone 8th. The first time on board with him is a decent one. Puts him in the top 10. I wonder if we're going to have any big names drop down as well, and then fall down into the mix, because, you know, Monaco is traditional in the sense that if you're all at the front, you're going to stay there unless you die and you find a wall. So we'll have to see if we have any surprise people who kind of bottle their laps and then start out of position and then cannot fight them through to the front where they should be. At the moment, the only person in that kind of context is Troy, who's down in 14th. To be fair, both of the Astons slightly out of position as well, on the cusp of that top 10. I'll quickly see if anything's happening in the chat as well. But yeah, there's a bot asking in the chat about pit cuts. So we've slightly changed pit cut rules for this weekend in Monaco, because it's a bit like France because of the stupid nature of the pit lane coming into the pits. We decided not to run pit lane penalties on the entry, as it's almost more of a hindrance and a danger to the cars around them if you try and stay within the lines on the entry. So it's more on the exit where we're looking at still policing the exit, so people will still be penalised if we're caught, if we catch them cutting the exit. But yeah, the entry itself won't be policed. Matt, oh, avoids a cut, but massive moment there on screen for Matt there, coming out of the little chicane. Yeah, and he's pulled out his lap. So flip to someone else. Kookaburra's finishing his time, but I don't think he's going to improve here, as he's 2 tenths down currently on that delta that was quickly shown. He's got his teammate just ahead, Jono, about to start his time. Kookaburra improved? No, he does not. Marginal, but he finds some time through those last 2 corners, but that little snap we saw just cost him, and Jono's already bottled his time. I don't know if he hit the wall enough to get damaged there, but he obviously hit the wall and realised he's not improving that, so coasting to go round and do another time next time we see him. Right, this is the big one, and we'll go down to Troy and see what he can do. Nice and tidy there, no contact with the wall, so that's the difference from the last time we saw him. Whether he can continue this through and be fine, that's what we'll have to wait and see. Nice and tidy through here. Yeah, slightly deep on the exit, but that'll do. Plenty of time to find for him as well, considering his first run. And it's purple in the second, getting the second sector, 7 tenths up. Actually keep it through the final sector, much better than his first run as well. And again in the final corner, obviously clumped the wall on his first run. So where's this going to put Troy? 8.7 puts him second place, but still, look at that gap between him and Mighty Boo. Mighty Boo went full send on his first run, and he's up again in sector 1. 6 minutes left as well, so it's almost getting into that time now where people are going to start going for their full send laps, and then risking death even more just to try and eke out as much time as they can from their times. Ooh, slight correction there from Mighty Boo on the entry, but still managed to carry good speed through there, so we'll see if that affects his delta as he comes through into sector 3, and he's a 10th up. Full sends it through the chicane, beautiful line from Mighty Boo. Through the final 2 corners in second gear. Stays in second for the final corner, ramming down the ERS just to finish off the time. Is he going to be in the sevens? 8 flat for Mighty Boo, what a time. Wow, he's got a 7/10 gap back to Troy in P2. Still time to find for the RB lads, but what a time. You know, that's a time that you'd look at in Tier 1. And be like, if I got an 8 flat, I'd be buzzing in Tier 1. Nikolai's asking to get him in Tier 1. I mean, he was literally... Mighty Boo was one of these drivers when we were looking at the grids. Oh, as Jono goes up to P2, finding just under 2/10 in his time. But yeah, Mighty Boo, he has said in the chat that Monaco is one of his better tracks, so it's not a case of he's just stat padding in Tier 2, it's the fact that Monaco is his track, so we'll have to see how that goes on. Whether that transfers into the race as well, or whether someone finds a wall. As Mr. Lupi then finds 2/10, still in the line zone, 9.3. That's Kurapod as well, I think that's him. Yeah, just crossed the line, finding half a second, goes up to P4, 8.8, so good time for him. That's the time that he was saying he was getting in the sessions earlier, an 8.8, so matching what he stated he can do. John goes flying across the chicane, nearly into the back of the Williams up ahead. Who's that? That's FaZe Ali, who's just bailed out of his time. Make sure he doesn't die. Yeah, I'm assuming he thought he was about to block someone. Kevin Cow's heavily down after just finishing his time. Gremic invalidated his run there. Go on board with Lucas Champion. He's half a second up. Oh, don't get blocked. Oof. Mercedes just about getting out of the way. Final 2 corners for Lucas Champion. 7th right now. If he does have half a second, this is going to massively move him up the order as well. So where does this put him in the mix with the likes of Troy, Kurabod and Kookaburra? Puts him P3. Half a second up, yeah. Gets him onto an 8.6. Jumps Troy, who's in the pits, getting ready for his final run. Is this going to be Kurabod in the pits, or is he going to go again? In the pits, yeah. Getting ready for his final run then, in the box, and then straight out on a new set of softs. Same with Mighty Boo, yeah. Getting ready for that final run. FaZe, who we saw getting out of the way earlier, we're going on board with him. See what he can do on his lap, down in 17th right now on a 1:10.5. Oh, he's ripped his wheel off. Catches the inside wall, rips his tyre off, and that's 17 at best then for FaZe. Him and Nano both at the same corner finding the barriers. FaZe then will be 17th or 18th, depending on what Camper can do, but he needs to find 3 seconds if he wants to be. Oh, Banana's in the wall as well. He's done the exact same thing. Oh. Wow. So that's Banana at 13th at best now. Same corner, that corner has killed 3 people. I mean, it's full send now on their final lap, so I imagine we're going to see a couple more people die. Watch Mido as well, as he's just about to start his time. I think he's going to be the first one ready to set his final time. Up the hill, up to Casino. 9.6 on the board so far for Mido. Very cautious through there actually on this final run, unless he's trying to go again. Finds 72 milliseconds though. Mido's obviously reserved a couple of times in Tier 1 this season, but we've given him a chance down in Tier 2 to see if it's more of a better fit for him. So we'll see if we see him on the grid at some point in Tier 2, or another go in Tier 1, depending on if he backs himself to find some pace and to improve. Through the corner of death, yeah, survives, unlike 3 other people. Slightly tags the wall there, I think, on the exit. Sick gear through there as well, which is an odd choice. 2/10 up though. It's unsteady as well on the throttle through there, but he will be up on his time. But I don't know if this is going to move him up the order, considering he was 2/10 up, and that's going to move him around Embosio and K1. Whether he can find that time through the final corner, and he does though. Finds a little bit on those final 2 corners to move him up into 8th place. Who have we got about to start or finish a time? Is that Jono that's coming to the line now? No, it's not. It's going to be one of the Red Bull boys, I think. Or is it Kookaburra? Kookaburra just starting his time, yeah. So we'll go back to him at the end of his time and see what he can do. Is Jindy Cindy about to finish? It is. And he moves up to 13th, so that's ahead of Banana, so that's big. Banana obviously can't improve his final run. Camper, yeah, get ready to do his final run. Got low ERS though, so I don't know how good this is going to be on his final run. Mighty Boo's about to finish his outlap to do his final run as well. There are the Ferraris. You've got Lucas Champion come to the line to start his, and a couple of cars just behind him as well. Is that Williams there? I see. I think that's K1. Oh, he's invalidated. Is he going to make the line to go again? He is just. Did he make it? No, he didn't make it. By 1 second, K1 misses out. That's 10th at best then. As Jonna then behind him sets his final time, 8.2. Very good lap still, but only good enough for second. And Boz is in the wall at the same corner. And that's Boz's quality done and dusted. Matt goes P3, Kookaburra P4. Troy does an 8.7, just improves his time, but down to 6th then, unfortunately. Lucas Champion's invalidated his run. Oh, how is that not an invalidation for Mighty Boo as well? 8 flat so far, still pushing even more to see if he can find any more time. He's a 10th up again. If this man goes into 7th, this man's on some voodoo. Through the final 2 corners. Steady goes it. Through he goes. Can he find any more time? He does a 7.8, finds 2 tenths. Wow, what a statement that is as well. 7.8 for Mighty Boo to grab pole position at Monaco. F1 kick, yeah, get him down. But wow, what a statement there. 4 tenths dropped on the grid there for Mighty Boo in the kick. As we flick through the order, obviously. Nano not setting a time at the bottom. Camper doesn't end up finding any more time to boost over Faisal, so Faisal got away with one there, but still down in 17th. But yeah, there's your top 10 then. Mighty Boo on pole in Monaco. Jono P2, Matt P3 reserving once again. Kookaburra P4, Lucas Champion 5th. Troy 6th, Kurabod 7th. Mido 8th. Mercy Lupu 9th, and then K1 rounding out your top 10 there. Aston Martin's having a bit of a downward spiral down at 12th and 14th here this weekend just to start things off. Obviously going for the constructors here, so they won't be too happy being that far down in the order, but we'll see if they can push upwards in the race depending on penalties, retirement strategies, you know, several of those factors. Just on to the main race now to see. It'd be interesting to have a look at pit strategies as well, to see how people get on, what people choose to do. Yeah, no smoking, guys. Yeah, says on the left there. Come on, lads, ready up. Right, it's finally seen the red lights. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're underway in Monaco. Does Mighty Boo make it down to turn 1 in the lead? I think he does, yeah. John just having to bail out. Contact behind as well. Oh, someone's round. Oh, Matt nearly went into the wall there. Quickly get tyre strategies up. Let's have a quick look and see what people are opting for. Banana and Grimmett gone for a soft start. So they're really just trying to push up early doors and see. We'll go on board with them and see whether they're making any progress. Mighty Boo in 13, Banana in 13. Kevin Cal all the way down to last, so I don't know what's happening at the back. They're very slow through the hairpin on this first lap, catching a couple of people out. Yeah, is there a bit of damage behind? Kevin Cow very, very cautious at the back, yes. We'll have a look at early position changes. Yeah, Kevin Cow down 3 positions. Troy up 2 early doors, so great start for him in the McLaren. Managed to leapfrog Lucas Champion and ASR Matt. Go back on board with the tyres just to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so Matt at the front, he's the only person that's opted for the hard start. Bold strategy, but then if there is a safety car early doors, that might screw his strategy, but at the same time, if there's not, he's going to be long in this first stint. He's going to be on the optimal tyres at the end, so something to watch out for. I don't know if you'd want to do the overcut though in Monaco. In a way, you'd want to go for an undercut, I think, surely, just to try and get the track position. Obviously, if he's going longer, he's going to come out behind the people locked in for a medium hard. So, I mean, that's just something we'll have to watch as the race progresses. Yeah, F1 could go on to get part of it, but yeah, surely. Which is what the medium runners are probably going to try and do, by chucking on the hards at the end. You pit earlier, and then you've got the hards to finish off the stint, but it doesn't matter, because if you've got the track position, you're sorted. In terms of the fight at the front, ooh, Mighty Boo went very deep. Oh my god, is Jono's going to go for a run on him. Side by side, somehow don't die. But there was a gap forming between the two RBs, but that little moment from Mighty Boo and the attempt from Jono has closed the field back up slightly. Kookaburra back to within a second. Not that DRS really matters too much around Monaco, but Jono trying to sense an opportunity as we've got a move behind, or a contact behind with K1 and Meadows. Meadows ghosted, so imagine he might have found a wall or he's been hit round by K1. And he moves further back. Got contact as well between Turbo and Bozza, I think. If I caught that correctly, I think Turbo might have just caught the back of Bozza. It's Bananas looking to make it. Oh, he's trying to go sideways through Casino. Never going to be enough space there. He's getting a bit impatient, I think, on his softer compounds. Making contact again. Feel bad for the kick man. He's getting double teamed by the Aston Martins as we've got a yellow flag further back. Oh, contact. Oh, is that damage as well damage for Camper. So he's had a little incident back here with Nano and Kevin Cow. Now sat 1.8 off the back. So Bananas lost a bit of ground here through sector 2 in comparison to Ambozza. 1.2 behind. He's got Junior Cindy now for company behind him. I wonder how many laps the soft runners will aim to do as well before they call it into the pits, whether they go for a medium, whether that's even viable, or whether they'd come in and to do hards at the end of the stint. Might be then set the fastest time, as expected, at the front of the field. No penalties on the board so far, so not too bad of a start for several of the drivers. Troy now hunted down Kookaburra, trying to lure in the leaders. So that gap between the two RBs has opened up once again by 7/10. Yeah, Camper's in the pits after picking up the damage. Hopefully he sees it out, because obviously in Monaco you can close the gap very quickly. We've got another yellow flag at the back. It's that Faisal round. Faisal was ghosting, so I think Faisal's had a moment coming out of Casino. I don't think he's got any damage. Must have just had a massive snap coming over the manhole cover. But yeah, all looks okay, I think, for Faisal. Another massive snap there again. It's just as I say that, Banana, your first man to pick up the 3 seconds, which right now is going to move him only down 2 positions after that Faisal moment. So he's 7.8 seconds off the back of this. Banana just within a second of Mbozza up ahead, and Turbo's trying to run away down the road up ahead, 1.4 now ahead of Mbozza. Got a couple of trains opening up then, as expected. A couple of gaps through the field. Still very close to the top though between Mighty Boo and Jono. So Jono, even though there was a massive gap in that one lap pace in qualifying, race trim so far doesn't seem too bad. K1 goes very deep up ahead there in P8. Kookaburra 1.8 seconds now adrift, with Troy right in the back. Oh, we got a ghost car there. Matt's hit the wall, and Lucas Champion trying to take advantage and goes through him, but not quite being able to just pounce and drive through him. F1 could say in this race could end both Aston's worlds. I mean, there's still plenty of races to go. After this, we've still got half the season, so who knows what could happen, but yeah, it's not looking good early doors for the Aston boys. More for the constructors really, because you've got both RBs 2 and 3. Lucas Champion's all over the back of ASM on these hard tyres. Bit of a good run out the final corner as Faisal's the next man to pick up 3 seconds, but Lucas Champion's he's starting to get a bit impatient behind him here. 2 seconds adrift now at the top 4 as well, so if he wants to be in the mix he needs to make this move at some point, or just, where does he look for the move? Does he go for the move now? No, thinks better of it. Gaps are starting to open up a bit at the front as well. Jono still somewhat in touch with Mighty Boo. Troy then still in touch with Kookaburra behind. Then we've got a big gap down to ASL Matt in 5th, with Lucas Champion right on his tail. His reserve teammate there, Kurabal's, still somewhat in touch. Troy's got the inside wall. Troy's out. The Ferrari 1-2 dream into one. Troy, a big hitter coming into this race, looked good, and he's the first victim of that inside wall at the New Bell chicane. Early safety car though. What do people choose to do? Does anyone choose to pit? So Jono's in. Both RBs are in. Well, that's big then. Are both of these trying to go to the end on these hard tyres? Obviously going to have to double stack, but it's not going to matter too much really, because they'd be dropping positions regardless. But bold strategy to see so many people in the pits then. Obviously you'd expect Banana and Gremic to be in to get off these softer tyres, but I'm interested to see how far into the race these hards go, because they probably could get to the end, but do they? Yeah, so Mighty Boo stayed out then to obviously make the most of the cleaner at the front, but the RBs are going to have track position. So, right, so that's throwing a massive curveball in, because you've got less than half the grid opting just to stay out, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars then choosing, and then obviously the 2 hard runners at the back then choosing to come in. Yeah, Bob Strikes and the tyres will make it to the end, but well, track position's key in Monaco, so that's the crucial thing. Yeah, you look at where they are. So Jono, after leading coming into the pits out of the 2B cars, he's P9. Kookaburra having to double stack and 5 positions down, so he's lost track position to Banana, Nboza and Mido, all opting to do the same thing. So it hasn't worked out that well for Kookaburra, but like we just said, well, who've we got in the pits there? Kevin Carroll in the pits, a bit late. Same with Mercy Lupu, who've opted to then, I'm assuming, go, yeah, so Mercy Lupu's gone on to the hards. I assume Kevin Carroll, yeah, has done the same. Oh, Troy, you caught that wall, didn't you? It doesn't feel as bad this game, but well, as Saudi, but it's the same thing with that Saudi wall, because of just the way that they shape it. It's not a smooth curve, isn't it? It's got those sharp edges, so catch it slightly. It's the same as Casino in the final corner. You catch it at the right or the wrong angle, and it just rips your tyre off when it shouldn't really. Just the contact module's just a bit bugged in there. So I mean, it's been like that a couple of games now, really, hasn't it? So I guess the only thing that would fix it is if they do a track remodel and they scan it like they did with Silverstone. Big penalty for Gremic as well, contact behind the safety car. I don't know how Gremic's managed to hit Kookaburra when he's a place behind. Has Gremic got damage? Quickly have a look at penalties and see what people have on the board. Kookaburra not getting a penalty from there, but then we've got 5-3 seconds in amongst the order. So Matt then going for these, obviously he's going to keep on these hard tyres, so ASL Matt's in a bit of a different situation, because he was obviously going to stay out on these hards, but does this benefit him or go against him? I mean, he's still on his same strategy. The only issue is he's had cars behind him that have chosen to pit, so he's going to be behind those 7 cars, or 7 to 9 cars after those 2 pit stops from Mercy Lupo and Kevin Carr, but that's put him slightly behind people that he wouldn't really want to. Oh, someone's called some spot on the rebound. Matt's gone. Matt's already gone. I was just talking about him, and how much of his wings he got? Oh, he's lost his whole end plate. Matt then, the only car to start on the hards. Who knows what could have happened later on in this race? And second down to 14th now straight away. Lost half his wing. Troy went something like, "Do you want in our comms, Troy? We can give you a post race interview." Go on, I'll invite you. We need a race debrief. Get him in. Right, the invite's been sent. He wants in. Turbo picks up 3 seconds as well. There he is. The broken man. Oh yeah, I just flipped him meters right. You're making good progress as well. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was just saying this before, that I think... Oh, apparently your voice sharing thing isn't on. Yeah.
Hello. Should be able to hear me now.
Right, Kinsella, can you hear her?
Should be able to. Yeah, it's all breaking it.
But yeah. Oh yeah, you can hear him now, yeah. Oh, Mida's out as well. Yeah, Ferrari 1-2 dream's still on.
Oh yeah, the dream's still on.
But I mean, you Crashens really mixed this race up because
yeah, that makes sense though. I've made the race fun.
Turn you up a bit as well.
I don't know what that is. It might be to do with my settings.
Yeah, I've turned you up on mine, so I don't know if that affects it.
Yeah. Try that then.
I don't know if... Oh, there's a bit of echo coming through now.
Oh, is okay. Give me a sec. I'm gonna have to put that back down then. Yeah.
Let's hear your beautiful voice. Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, it's echoing right, so fucking... I want it.
Yeah, it's fine. But I don't know what happens now.
This race just got a bit boring now. Faisal's out. That might be... Is that... I need to get the truck before that.
Oh, he's in the pits, yeah, it's fine. So Mighty Boo's gone Mighty Boo's 2.5 up the road now.
I think he's gonna win at this race. It's like, well, anything can happen. It's fucking Monaco, really.
But it's like what happened to you. All it takes is one.
Exactly, all it takes is one. I don't think it's even a mistake, really. Yeah. It's a bit skill issue. Don't get me wrong. I've watched it back, Josh. I literally grazed the wall.
It's just that corner that's bugged, isn't it? Because you can it doesn't even look like sometimes you touch it and it just rips your tyre off.
Yeah, but I did that every lap before. I did the same move. It's like, do you know what it is? What it is, isn't it? Yeah, I probably put the corner off anyway.
But still, yeah, I mean, it's pain.
I didn't even look, but I'm just turning. I'm like, why is it not there? I just see the bottom right, the MFD. I'm like, shit.
What do you think of your reserve teammates' performance today?
Oh, he's fresh back in it. He's trying. I'm giving his flowers.
It's the effort that counts. He's still in the race as well, we'll see. No penalties, so we'll see what can happen.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's all it takes is the last 3 lap safety car to win the race.
Not just, But you look at the order as well, so ahead of him he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 7 cars up ahead of him. Oh, there's a spin.
Is that spin, yeah?
Luca's run again, yeah.
Bananas just by
mostly Luca's stuck in between the 2 corners.
That's he's kind of out at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, mostly Luca's back in the pits down this lap.
I don't think his strategy was right either.
Nah. Well, just before he spun, I mean, I think the safety car really screwed him because he was then hoping obviously to go long, but at that point he's got cars behind him now that have already pitted, so...
Yeah, he would have wanted a safety car, but not there.
Yeah, literally.
He'd want a safety car about 10 laps time from there.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I think Kookaburra's planning to get to the end from what I've heard. So
yeah, from what it looks like, all of the hard runners then probably should be going towards the end. As John was looking for a move into the final corner. Oh,
go for it.
In fact, if he gets this to stick, that's going to be a beautiful move. It looks like it's done.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, Tim's now not looking for a reply, but wow.
Yeah, there's no point in moving really.
I mean, look, he's on old mediums as well. He's probably in the box in the next 5 laps or so. But I mean,
I'm impressed with Kurabol here. Might have a penalty, and he might not box, but he's still qualified very high.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, Kurabol we know from another league. He's choosing to race control here. That's why he's still got some kind of pace. There's mostly leave it out.
Race controller. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
still
yeah.
fair though, because he ain't been raced on controller so long.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, he's got the pace regardless on controller. So it's Ferrari 2 and 3 so far, trying to keep the Ferrari dream alive for 1-2. They're in tier 2 as well. But yeah, Boo's just ran away down the road. One thing though about Mighty Boo, yeah, he might be 4 seconds up the road now, but you look at the gap to Jono. I mean, I'll go the gap to the leader. Jono's 10 seconds behind Mighty Boo, and he's done his pit stop.
So he could effectively, he might be able to stay out the rest of the race on these tyres.
Yeah.
I don't really know, because I didn't really do any runs, as you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at how long these guys have to do on the hards. We've had a collision at the back as well. Kevin Cow's around. Oh, the goat. No damage, I don't think, but Campus having a bit of a stinker back here. Nano then up into 12, but yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes. We've got a very close order round. Kookaburra 9th, Banana 8th, Jindy, Cindy and K1. We've got a bit of a medium train between K1 and Jindy, Cindy holding up the pack. But yeah, I mean the hards are cool. Bob the Shark said earlier that, in the chat that the hards can get to the end. But it's just whether you want to be on those tyres for what, like 26 laps or whatever long it is. Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna have the track position, but it's whether then Mighty Boo then comes out of the pits, because he's gonna come out behind Jono. So he's gonna, if he wants to win, he's gonna have to make that move on track. So you might have to taste the end of the race.
So what I was planning to do here, I would have boxed by now. I would have probably boxed in that safety car, but obviously I caused it.
Yeah.
But provided it carried on, no safety car, and boxed around lap 10, I would have tried, because obviously I'll speak to Kookaburra. I was saying, he was saying he'd do lap 11 or 13, so I was doing the lap before him. Yeah. Just to get that I need the undercut the lap, because
it's like the whole thing of what John is doing, really. Like, he's effectively gone for a massive undercut on Mighty Boo by doing the pit stop. Underneath the safety car, Mighty Boo choosing to stay, and he's
looking very likely to win this, isn't he?
Well, that's the thing. Like, John is going to have the track position, but when it comes to the end of the race, Mighty Boo's tyres are going to be so much fresher. You know, if he hasn't got traffic ahead of him, like if it depends how many people he's got to cut through, because.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at the gap. So the gap back to Kookaburra is 16 seconds. So if Mighty Boo can keep eking out this lead, he might come out ahead of those runners there, which is a lifesaver for him, and that means it would just be Jonathan that he has to pass for the win.
Yeah, I'm trying to check. I can see like last lap.
You can see. I don't know if you can see last lap.
I want to see what the lap times are.
No, you can't unless you go on the race director.
Just did a 1:13 north. Jono has just done a 1:11.6, so 1.4 second difference.
Big moment for K1 as well, coming out the final corner. Oh, contact! Kookaburra caught up in that, unfortunately, but yeah, that's K1 round. The contact with Ginny Cindy, the other medium runner, yet to stop. Has Kookaburra got damage from that? I don't think so, actually. I think he's got away. Yeah, he's lucked out there. He's got no damage.
He's got no damage. No visual damage.
Yeah, that's K1 rounds.
Oh, bit of a tap on it.
Argy. Oh, contact ahead. Oh no, and he's screaming to the back of Banana.
There he's got damage.
He's got damage, yeah. So Banana in the wall, Banana in the wall with Gremic, I think it was, or Bozza. And it's damage for Kookaburra, so that's... he's going to have to pit, isn't he? Damage as well for Banana. I mean, this is... Well, this has worked out beautifully for Mighty Boo. He's in the pits. Mighty Boo's in the pits. So, let's see, where does Mighty Boo come out?
I reckon he's come up behind him.
Obviously, Banana and Kookaburra are going to be...
Kookaburra's going to be boxing. So
Ginny Cindy in the pits.
I can see coming out just maybe in front of Camper, maybe behind.
Yeah, so we'll watch the pit lane, obviously. Ooh, I mean, I don't know if people want to report that, but there might have been a cut. I'll go on board, I'll be
misjudged that, actually. I'm rigged off the leader. It was having a very good stop.
I'll watch the next couple of people come around and see if there's any cuts. If people behave themselves coming out of the pit.
Let's have a look.
Oh, Banana.
I mean, at least I'm rested for Tier 1 race now. I mean,
Yeah, he's fresh and ready to go again.
exactly.
Alright, so Mighty Boo's out of the pits then, but look at that gap into Jono. Jono's on 10 lap hold hards, Mighty Boo fresh out of the box.
Oh,
and he gets to 3 seconds. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
3:13 off the top. 12, 11 off Jono as the Lucas champions then in the box as well.
And you have to think about providing a turbo cell coming here.
Yeah, so I'm actually
past him here now.
Yeah, so I'm watching Lucas champion come out to see where he comes out in relation to these guys as well. So he's behind Mighty Boo. He's going to be behind Gremic as well, and Emboza, I think. And cut. Ooh, big moment for him, catching the wall.
Sending it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good move, lad. Very good move,
That's the first man down then. Obviously him and Kurabo, they're probably in, what, this or next lap, really? You know, they're literally at that end now of the mediums.
I'll say this though, they went very long for the mediums, right?
Yeah, I mean, everyone chose to kind of go for more of an undercut.
It's like, like the rough, boxing areas, like the rough window is about 12 to 15 inches.
Yeah.
What it seems. But fair enough. Undercut's very powerful here, though, it's like
turbo fit. Yeah, it was just track position, isn't it? Even if the tyres are obviously obviously the tyres aren't going to be in a better condition towards the end, but the track position is going to be so key.
You don't necessarily need to push, though, do you? It's like,
Oh, Camper's in the wall. Camper's got. I think he's got away with a bit of death there. I think he's caught the wall at the new chicane with his rear tyre, and it's flicked him right rather than ripping it off. Yeah.
Like Mighty Boo might be able to catch John here, but will he be able to get past him?
Yeah. Right, we've got Curvebot and Turbo Snail in the pits as well.
The fact of it is as well, he's got a 3-second penalty. Like, will he be able to catch him, overtake him? Then
that might be the cut for Turbo.
Then also gain 3 seconds on him.
Yeah. So that's the one thing. I mean, it depends how much pressure Jono gets put on in at the end of this race, whether he can then keep it within the limits. And I don't know how many. You could always go check his warnings and see how many he's on as well.
He told me he was on 0 at that point. Crash. Now on 1.
Okay, yeah. So that's still pretty good though. 19 laps in, only one warning.
I had about 2 more at 4.
Yeah. As I mean, he's now.
Josh, honestly, I would have absolutely destroyed. I would be able to get one.
If he did back to back, I mean, Mighty Boo is penciled in so far to do tier 1 after this as well. Whether he's in a fit condition to do it.
So it all comes down to the league. I cannot name.
Yeah. Well, contact between Kookaburra and Banana as well coming through the new flash game. And this, whether these guys, I mean, Kookaburra, if these guys have good pace on these mediums to finish off the race, and he keeps it without a penalty, he might be able to nick a couple of positions and end in the points. Because how far off the back of the points is Kookaburra? 7 seconds off the back of Turbos now.
The thing is as well, Camper is going to have to box again.
Or he's doing, what John is doing, and he's like doing this crazy long strategy, and then his hards are going to be dead at the end. Yeah. Same with Kevin Kern.
Yeah, he ain't going to do 35 laps on hard, is he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think you technically can with the wear around Monaco, but
maybe
you're going to be dead. You're going to be skating everywhere.
I tested it. Just like, yeah.
Lucas champion's right on the. Just as I cut, and Boz has caught the wall with his rear tyre and a reset to track.
Ooh. Can Matt do 29 laps on mediums? On the nuts?
25. Oh, that's touch and go, I think. I'll quickly make a note of that.
29.
That cut as well. Lap 21 reset to track, unfortunately, for Mboza.
Unfortunately. You can't reset the track, can you?
Game is the game, unfortunately, yeah. Now it picks up another 3 seconds. So track position lost there from Mboza. Kurabo had a slight moment through the new chicane as well. It's good for Lucas Champion, who made light work of those 2 overtakes then. Through on Matt and Mboza. To be fair, Matt's having a decent. I mean, he's going to have to pit again, though, isn't he? 11 laps on these mediums, he's going to have to come in. Yeah, so F1 Kid in the chat saying Mighty Boo gaining. Yeah, so the gap a couple of laps ago was what, 8.6? Down to 5 seconds now.
We've not spoken at Greg. Greg's fair.
And he's on the same strategy as Jono. I know he's got a 3-second pen, but
he's only 15.
Yeah, literally.
Lucas Champion probably will get him. Has he got a 10-second after?
Gremic? Oh, I think he did. I think he spent a bit.
Yeah, yeah, he got 10 seconds.
Never mind.
That'll lose you a bit. But you have to realise, all this pack behind him have got a penalty.
Yeah, and if they start scrapping, I mean, you might be able to put some kind of gap. Oh, Jundy Cindy's in the wall.
Ooh, that's a virtual safety car. Any people going to box?
We've got 10% just hit.
Do you know what? Do you know what though? If I'm John O'Reilly, I'm boxing.
No, I don't think you do. If it's a full, maybe.
It's not a gap.
It's only 3 point. No, but I think he's worried about Mighty Boo.
Yeah, fair. That's fair enough.
I think it all depends. Yeah, I think it depends what he's aiming for. If he's happy with just like podium at P2.
Anyway, actually, he's too hot anyway. I ain't gonna get round. If you could, I would have boxed there.
Well, I think he's got the gap regardless, going up to Gremic. 20 seconds to Gremic.
Start though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He'll come out in front of Gremic. He won't come out in front of Mighty Boo.
Yeah.
He'll come out. I reckon about 8-9 seconds behind him. What's the air pit stop?
Oh, I'm not sure.
This is about 12 seconds. A bit more than that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like 14, something like that. Somewhere around that area. Be about 10 seconds gap, definitely.
We'll see when this restart happens whether anyone gets caught napping and gets to drive through as well. Depends on where people get caught, whether it's through the chicane or whether they get blessed with coming through the tunnel or something. Off on the restart, I think what's that done to Jono in terms of the gap?
Oh, you hit the wall. I don't think
he's lost 3/10 there though. Just alone through the last two corners, he lost 3/10 just on the restart to Mighty Boo.
Lucas Champion's on the back of Gurney.
Lucas Champion's having a very good race after all that. Oh, just to say that. Oh, he's dead.
Was that his curse? I don't think he got damage though.
No, I think he just got away. No visual damage. Yeah.
No visual damage, yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, P4 right now, and obviously Gremic right ahead of him with the 10-second penalty as well. So even if he doesn't get past him, that's P3 for Lucas Champion. Where did he start as well? He started right at the front, didn't he?
He started
5th, so still a good result. Matt down 2, but you will have to pit again after boxing for the mediums. Like you said, Gremic at 12.
I'd have put quality to be fair.
Yeah, I was going to say though.
I had a very good start though.
Up 2 straight away, yeah, beautiful.
You know what I mean? That's what you wanted it in Monaco.
Yeah.
And obviously, I look at all.
That's all. I was surprised that only 2 people in the way started on the softs. I thought it was going to be more of a gamble throughout the grid. People just chancing and seeing what they can do off the lights. But who's not done? So everyone's done at least one stop. Then you've got Banana in 2 times, Kookaburra in twice, same with Nana. Camper gets 3 seconds. Oh, Lucas Champion's going to go for a move. Oh, bit of wheel spin. Oh,
look.
Oh, does he go? Oh my god. If he makes a stick, what a move.
He's going to make a stick, what a move. That is incredible.
Yeah, fair play. Squeezed into the wall in the entrance to turn 1. Going up the hill, round the outside. Yeah, balls against the wall.
I don't think there's many people who go for that. But that's incredible.
F1 Kid had the same driver today for a good overtake, yeah. I mean...
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. That's
the only actual overtake we're going to see this whole race.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, I just...
the only overtake on the street.
I'm just had a quick look as well, so the gap at the front now, 1.2 seconds.
Ooh. Can he hold him beyond 15 laps then? Hold him by 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Hold him not, is he?
What I think I would do, if I was Jono, if Mighty Boo gets past me, I'm just in the box straight away. I'm pitting. Because I think that gap, well it depends, because that gap's gonna, I think that's gonna keep eking down from Lucas Champion. 16.6.
Well, he gets 16 seconds in 14 laps. And I overtake him obviously. I'm too sure.
That's what I mean, but even if you're not pitting, I think at that point you might as well just. Yeah, but even if you don't if you don't feel like you're going to beat Lucas Champion, I would still maybe box and just end the race on fresh tyres. Because as soon as Mighty B's past him, he's gone. If he passes him, that's obviously the big.
Josh. The blocking around the same, nearly.
if that's the case, I mean, does he? I would still maybe come in just to end the race on fresher tyres. If he can then obviously cover it with the pit stop gap.
I don't think he can at the moment.
Well, actually, no. I guess it depends how how close he stays to Mighty Boo's, because he's got that 3-second pen. So if Jonathan somewhat, I'm not sure. It's probably around what 18 seconds.
Something like that.
Kevin Cow gets 3 seconds towards the back as well. Is that just outside the points currently?
We could get a bit thingy there. We could get a bit elbows out.
It's all eyes on the front now. 1/10 between the two. So I think he's going to send it now. I think he's going to go for send. Very close. He's very close.
That's good.
Oh, contact slightly between the two. Yeah, John had defended the inside well. Mighty Boo, look at him. He's like an angry bee. He's all over him. It's only a matter of time, surely. This is like a Norris Verstappen. You just feel like a crash is like imminent. Oh, massive moment. Oh, he's hitting the wall. I need to stop speaking. I think he managed to catch it just before the wall. Oh my god.
Valve's driving.
Yeah, giving him a bit of breathing room. But we have gap up to 1.3.
1.4 behind him.
Oh yeah, it's literally. By the time he gets to the end of the lap, he's going to be within half a second of him again, just because of the tyre deficit.
Closer into the States.
1.2, so 13 laps left. F1 kids in the chat saying that Boo needs to take less risk and think about the championship. So obviously, yeah, he's in the lead of the championship right now. It's whether he wants to kind of go, balls against the wall and try and get the win.
That's a loss of what? 6 points?
Yeah, which it really is.
Who got fast lap?
I'll have a quick look. Fastest lap is Matt at the moment on the 10.5.
Right, so that's a 6-point difference between the pole at the moment. So, and that knocks it down to about 9 points, doesn't it? Isn't it 15-point gap to the championship?
It's not that much, but yeah, I think it is 15.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can just let him win, to be fair.
15, yeah. And John is the closest to him, so.
I think he has to try and go through.
I think you look at the state of the tyres, I mean, surely like an opportunity opens up, and he's got the 3-second penalty, so I think if he really wants to win, he needs to just make a charge and leg it down the road. Cookbrush still tucked up behind Banana as well. In the points now though, and he might be able to benefit from a couple of pens up ahead. And also down to 13th now on the gearbox of K1. Camper on the softs, which can get the end from it, so we'll see what Camper can do, whether he can close up.
11 laps remaining.
Yeah, whether he can close up to the back of Nano and K1. But look, already the gap at the front, after that moment from Mighty Boo down to the 2 tenths again. Yeah. 21 laps on those hards. Same with Mbozza, I mean, we see what Mbozza and Gremit can do. They've got 20 laps plus on those hards. Mbozza's 6 seconds off the back of Matt. To be fair, Turbosnow's not crazily close to him as well, so Mbozza's looking good for some solid points here. I mean, same with Gremic, even though he's got a 10-second penalty. Just as I say that, Kurbo's absolutely dive-bombed him and made a beautiful move to stick as well. Fair play. I think Mighty Boo's opportunity then is going to be coming out the final corner. I think it's just a traction zone where he just needs to take a wider line and just try and tuck up behind him. Oh, little moment for Jordan.
He did get damage from that, did he?
Hopefully not, yeah, we want to see a nice clean scrap. Two tenth, 3 tenth, I mean, this is... You just look at this and you go, can this happen for another 10 laps?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but like something's got to break, surely, like there's got to be some like give point. So Kurbo's already a second ahead as well of Gremic after making that overtake stick on those pressure tyres. To be fair, he's still got 10 laps on those hards as well, so not brand new, but a 12 lap advantage over him in terms of time.
I think that eventually, if he doesn't get past him, eventually he'll crack and just send dive bomb.
Oh, that's the thing. I mean, he's already won, what, 2 races this season, so I don't know if he's got that break point in him. Because it's not like he's chasing his first win or something. But look how close he is. He's like pushing around the corners now.
Jesus.
I think he tries to send it. Look how close he is. This is silly now. John under so much pressure. I mean, if John holds this on, that'd be one hell of a drive. If he wins it, he's driving today because the strategy would have worked perfectly. Oh, so close. I think the run is either what Lucas Champion did and round the outside or down the inside at turn 1, or it's coming up the hill, where you can make it stick before you come into Casino. Flicking back to Turbo, he's right on the back of Impossible now, finally. Closed in a second in the last couple of laps.
Going through it, yeah.
I wonder if I'm Mighty Boo, I'd almost turn my ERS to off. Mighty Boo.
I actually thought,
If I was Mighty Boo, I'd almost like turn it off and just absolutely like, or maybe just leave it on medium and just let your ERS build up and then go for a send. Oh, Tibbs now look for a move just before this game, doesn't get it to stick. But Nano's in the pits as well to chuck on some softs. So, and Bozza's driving around with damaged his front wing as well, so he's in the wall again. This is the moment, because he's ghosted, he can just drive through him. Oh, he didn't, somehow they both survived, but I mean, he could have made the opportunity stick and tried to drive through his ghosted car. He was too honest.
Josh here.
At the front at one turn. Oh, big moment for John as well. Is he going to go for him? Is he going to go for a dive bomb? He is. He's going for the move. John has got the inside line there. He squeezed him into the wall. No space given. And Jono, I mean, Jono's managed to maintain the lead, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because I imagine that will go to the stewards room, but when you're racing that closely,
all the stewards room that bleed.
Contact as well between the back of Mighty Boo and Jono. Yeah, Mighty Boo's driving angry now, isn't he? Yeah, he wants to move now. Yeah, I mean, this is looking very dodgy for the pair of them.
It's interesting now. We're looking.
We want a breaking point.
Oh,
and we've got Nano tucked up behind this as well. Yeah, Mighty Boo, I can imagine his head's going after getting squeezed into the wall there, because that could have ended really bad for both of them. Check-in's ready as well. I'll close the HR tier 1 check-in as well for tier 1. All I remember.
Holding me close again.
Oh, nah, just a little moment from him there. I could probably win some on tier 1 as well. Up the Mighty Cooker. Nano needs to realise that he either needs to just leg it, because I mean he's on fresh soft, so he probably can just clear these guys. Look at him go. Well in, Nano. Well in. He needs to be careful here though, because he's going to heavily compromise the racing line visual for Jono. So he needs to just clear it if he.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, he should be gone, but even if he gets a couple of penalties, I mean he's 9 seconds off the back of camper behind as well. Jono. And then get out of the way, buddy.
John's got DRS from that.
Yeah, Jono's got DRS, but I mean
it means relatively nothing. I'm just trying to get for like 100 yards.
Nano, but it's whether it's a consistent thing. You know, he needs to go. Nano needs to clear down the roads.
Yeah.
Come on, Nano. Yeah, he's put aside it. Yeah, he's realised he can't maybe just clear them, so he's tucked them behind again. Good job, lad. Oh, he's gone for a dive bomb. Oh. Doesn't make it through again, and contact on the exit as well. Between.
Nano's going for it again. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, Nano's like, yes, here it goes. Nano, make it mine. Yeah, back up again.
It's very, very questionable, this battle. I know
it's on the limit, isn't it? Because it's
very on the limit, yeah.
Yeah, look. Oh, and contact between the pair. Jono just moving across the track. He's got damage. He's ghosting through him as well. This is going to be the move.
Yeah, I think
That's the goal.
I think that's harsh. I do really think that's harsh.
I don't know if I was Mighty Boo, do you give the place back? I mean,
I think you have to give the place back for that.
I mean, he's flicked him into the wall effect, but then Jono has made a late move across the track, so it's one of those ones, isn't it? It's just now whether he can then clear up the road by 3 seconds.
I don't think that's fully fair. That one. It's pushed him to pass. Yeah, that's all he just said.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how the race goes now. Whether Jono tries to fire back to something, but I mean, he just hasn't got the tyres to do anything really. He's not going to be close enough now to it.
If I did that, I'd let him through.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one thing. Like, if you're Jono, you're going to be fuming that you've lost the lead in that degree. But I guess Mighty Boo could probably say the same thing.
On the back of him now. He probably won't. It's going wrong.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
But then, Jono, even then, if Jono gets a point for that move earlier.
He's just had more wing damage. He's lucky to have a tyre. He did exactly what you did. He caught the inside wall of the move out, and somehow he's still got all his wheels. How does he still have a tyre? I think, well, that's the wing gone now. I think, yeah, it depends if anything happens with Ben up ahead, but I think that's Jono's win gone really now, because the extra damage is just gonna, the tyre advantage and the damage is just gonna, it's a lose power now for him. 2.2 seconds already.
I think it's controversial. I'll say that.
Yeah, Clipsy's saying it's now up to Mighty Boo. Yeah.
What we said. Yes. Kookaburra potentially, generally, if he gets a move on, he can finish pretty fine here.
Let me look at the gaps.
So it's not, which seems a bit of far cry.
So it's not even if he gets a move done. I think he's.
Yeah,
it depends how.
All he needs to do is sit there and just keep a bit of pace. If Gremic has a moment.
Yeah, so he's.
He can generally get P5.
Yeah, Gremic's got the 10-second penalty. He's 12 seconds off the back of Gremic. He's at least getting up to 6. Yeah, he's moving up to 6 at least. Yeah, 3.4 now the gap at the front, so I think it's done now for Jono, unfortunately. So whether Lucas Champion catch him actually in these last couple of laps.
I think Mboza will stay where it is.
I mean, do you know what? We're going board with in amongst this train. We're going board with Matt and see. There's damage ahead from Bananas. He's still got wing damage. No, he's not. He's still got all his wing.
I don't think Jono will be best player like me.
I think Lucas Champion's gonna have him, and he's got a 3 seconds. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. The damage between Jono and Lucas Champion. I mean, the gap's gone down like 4 seconds in the last lap or so. So it's not just it's not just Jono losing the win. I think he's lost P2 as well. Because even if Lucas Champion doesn't like fully pass him in these last 3 laps, he's at least going to be right in the back of him.
He only needs about 2.8 seconds, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's also on the fresher tyre. Despite the tyres, it's not perfect like for him, but 11 lap fresher tyres makes a difference.
I'm interested to see what happens between them. Because I want to know if anyone gets a penalty out of all these as well, because you look at it and go, does Jono get a penalty for squeezing into the chicane, into the hairpin, and does Mighty Boo get a penalty for flicking him around?
Whatever happens there anyway, it ain't going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean there's a chance if they both get penalties that Lucas Champion could win. If he closes up enough, I mean the gap up to Mighty Boo's 10 seconds though, so
then you really think, right, if Jono gets him penalised, well, anyway, Lucas Champion, Mighty Boo gets penalised for that move on Jono. It's only going to be about 5 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, it's currently got 3 seconds, Mighty Boo, as you said.
Yeah, and he's already got a 7-second gap, yeah. So I think even realistically, if Mighty Boo gets a penalty, I can't see it being a 10 second, but I don't think he'll lose the win. He's still got 2, yeah.
Definitely. He's definitely not completing it.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
3.4 behind,
But has he got one of them warnings from being pushed over the
Yeah, possible. I mean it did happen a couple of times, didn't it? Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. He could have got the warning from being pushed where he is now. So anything could really happen. He might be able to take it off. But then also Lucas Champion might be able to overtake him.
Yeah, so Clipsy's just said, well, what we've said about penalties and stuff. So look at the gap between Kukbara and then when you look at the order. So Gremic is still 12 seconds. Oh, John is in the pits as well. You can have the gap. I wonder what the gap is behind to Kurvold. Kurvold's got 12 seconds of pens, I suppose, so that's why he's done it. But yeah, I guess he's very late though. It's fast as that, yeah. But I mean, do you really want to push for that extra point when you've literally just chucked yourself off the podium? So even if you get fast as that, you've still got less points than you would have done if you stayed in third or second.
Has he lost the podium place though?
It's just whether he passes Kurvold or then if he gets a penalty as well.
I think he'll be alright. Every penalty he's got 12 seconds. I think he's backed himself to get back in that.
Yeah, I mean you should be on the back. It's just whether he gets done dirty with penalties post race.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he will really. I don't think he'll have enough to then move them off. But I mean, it's still something I don't know if I would have done.
It's a very good race when Kurvold on the side.
Yeah, even with the pens, I mean, he's still been in the mix, hasn't he? Even, I mean, it depends about how far he drops in the end. But I mean, still look at Kukura then. Kukura and Lucas Champion, the only two drivers then without any kind of penalty.
Yep. So Jaden Jono needs to gain. Is it? He's got 12 seconds for a ball, doesn't he? So
it'll happen though, when he needs what, like 2-3 seconds.
Yeah, he needs 9 seconds. Like fine. But this is definitely fast lap.
Yeah, I'll go on board with him this lap and see, just to see how much he's pushing it, whether he ends up in a wall. Final lap. Is he already missing his end plate? I don't know if I've seen that wrong. Yeah, I think he's still got it.
He's still got it.
Jono, just do not end up in a wall.
I'm checking it out now. What's Kukura looking at?
He's looking good for P6. 9 seconds between he needs. That's the gap up to turbos now.
Yeah. They haven't got 5th now. They could have got 5th.
And this is the bike point. Does Jono end up in a wall? Does he die? Does he die down this? How much does he commit to the fastest lap? So I missed it there, but yeah, Mighty Boo. That's how far ahead he was. Yeah, Mighty Boo already wins. 11 seconds clear of Lucas Champion.
Lucas Champion, weaving on lines, playing P2.
8 seconds behind. Kurbo's going to come round P3, but I don't think he'll keep it. Will he?
Track, but he will not keep it. It will be Jono's.
And Jono will get fastest lap based on his sector times by the looks of it. Yeah.
He should get fastest lap.
Yeah, fastest lap and P3. So Lucas Champion was going to have him anyway.
Remy.
P3, but this is the bite point then. How far do people drop?
P5. Turbo's now P6 on track. ASR max. Good at P6.
So Gremic keeps hold of his P5, so what a race from Gremic. Yes, how much Kukura got held up. Oh my god, Kukura could have had a P6, but I don't know if that was teamwork. I don't know if that's team working from Turbo, Snell and Banana to hold him up.
Very clever.
Clever, yeah. I mean, he's done Kukura very dirty, but yeah, so that's what everyone could say, that Banana held him up because he was looking for a P6, P7, so he would have done. He would have beaten Turbo.
Yeah. And
he's gone a static in the chat. Oh, Jono is not happy in the chat. Jono is not happy.
Kukura. That's what Kukura said in the stream chat.
What does he say? oh, yeah, he's not happy with the Scott.
He's not. Tough for that one.
It's good teams game, but I mean, yeah, getting the elbows out however you want it. Yeah, it's bad for Kukura, but in terms of the team game, it's beautifully played in a way. Just parking his car, just waiting instead.
I'm just checking my sector times here now. Invalidated laptop. I don't think it's invalid. I'll be honest with you on that one. I think
it's still in the limits. Yeah. Quickly click through the order. Obviously, Nano getting laps on those final couple of laps when he was interfering with the title fight.
I think I might have out in the corner, to be honest.
Oh, no. But yeah, so it's Mighty Boo that ends up winning by 8 seconds. Lucas Champion second, Jono third. That's your podium. Behind that, you've got Kurbold fourth. Gremic with a brilliant P5, even with that 10-second penalty, he manages to keep P5. Matt even with damage P6, Turbo holds off on P7, and Bozza getting points P8, Kookaburra unfortunately down in P9, and then K1 rounding out the points. So Banana doesn't even end up in the points after playing the team game.
Would he have finished in the points anyway, though?
I think he would have done, because I think if he full sent it, I think him and he would have obviously had penalties to move them down, but I mean he would have been just ahead of Kookaburra and he would have pushed up. So
yeah.
That's the things go.
It was an interesting race to watch.
But you'd rather be in it.
33 laps I viewed.
Yeah.
6 I drove.
6 you drove. What you were crying for?
I thought I could have done a lot more, but...
You were in a good position, yeah. And obviously they would have completely changed the strategy because no safety car because you wouldn't have been at the wall, so like who knows what could have happened. And it's up Monza next week as well. 3-4 weeks until the next sprint.
Looking forward to that. Got pace around Monza.
Yeah, Monza. Oof. Do you know what? I couldn't do it. I always do this. I'll do it on the fly, check of the weather as well. Monza weather.
It's pissing it down.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to see. Oh.
Is it pissing it down?
Oh, there is some rain on Friday.
That's interesting.
But it's only at 2 and 3, so the chance of rain is very low. So I think it's going to be sunny, okay. But there's an outside potential for rain. Yeah. Right, well, I guess we'll call it a day then. We're 40 minutes until Tier 1, but we're both in action.
Finally can rest my hands.
Troy's looking for some redemption for 40 minutes of rest and then onwards for Tier 1. Cesar looking after you.
I need to get some lap tight, mate. I'm left with.
Yeah, Cesar said he's going to do rain dances for Monza. But yeah, while still back next week as well. Cesar holding down the fort on comms in 40 minutes. So if you want to watch Tier 1, stick around for that. Tier 2 and Tier 1 next week at Monza. But yeah, until then, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.